The only book we're allowed to trash is Twilight.
Oh.
And Eclipse and New Moon and all of that because it's socially acceptable to do
now,
so.
Which of you guys have actually read all those books?
Twilight?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Crystal.
there's a fly. I was batting the fly. I was batting.
Right.
Look, guys, I was 19. Okay,
let
I
me
was
rephrase
19.
Let me rephrase that question. Which of you males have actually read all those books?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you guys are lying. You know
No,
way too much about
here's the
Twilight.
deal.
Every time this
the
topic comes up, Twilight is so stupid.
Crystal.
Remember that time on page 57 when they make out and it's just so retarded?
Crystal, I read half of the first Twilight book because I had students at the time who were super excited about it. Gave it, half a read, and I couldn't. If I heard her describing his smoldering eyes one more time, I was gonna fucking shoot myself. So I stopped reading it. Garrett, on the other hand,
I read the entire series, and I'll tell you my excuse because I do make an excuse for this. I am a very fast reader, like very fast. So I could blow through all the crappy parts and then get to the vampires fighting werewolves and or other vampires, which was actually kind of cool. Like, if I can blow through the first 200 pages of Edward, I love you, Bella, I love you, but I'm bad for you. Stay away from me. If I can blow through that, and then I can get to Jake, I'm going to punch you in the face. Oh, let's have sex. That's okay.
Right.
So that was the way that I read those books.
No,
That's a very ill-founded justification because there's so little in those giant books of what you just described that you were reading them for.
Especially in the first one.
Yeah, especially in the first one.
Now, Crystal,
yes.
The last one was kind of okay.
Crystal,
And also, here's the sorry, Zach, but let me just wrap up. The reason that I really liked the third one and the fourth one at the time that I read them was when I read them, my wife was pregnant with our first child, and in the third and fourth books, she and Edward are like planning to get married, and then they do, and then she gets pregnant and has a baby, and the whole deal.
But you had to read the first two.
If that's a spoiler for anybody, then I'm sorry because the movies have been coming out for a long ass time, and I don't give a fuck about spoiling Twilight. I'm sorry.
I just have to share my favorite. I actually have no problem with Garrett reading the books. I honestly don't. If people like them,
The
that's
fact
totally
that
fine.
you're saying it means that you've thought about it.
No, I just I actually have thought about, like, do I care? But I don't.
Did it affect your relationship for a little bit there?
A little bit. But my favorite story of Garrett is when he went to go buy the book. And he was with
it
his
like
wife,
buying Tampax for your first
he was
girlfriend
with
or
his
something?
wife, Crystal, he was with his wife. And he's like, honey, can you buy this? And she's like, just go up and buy it. And he's like, no, can you buy it? He's like, sure. He walks up with the book, puts it down, and goes, this is for him. And he goes, oh.
She threw me under the bus.